What's up, YouTube? Blaze here, and I'm back with another reaction video. Okay, for today's video, as you guys know, yesterday I covered the video talking about Hasan Piker from Yellow Flash. And he was mentioning how Legal Mindset covered this topic, and how I said I was planning on watching the video. So yeah, I'm deciding to do that just today. Also, there's another video from Legal Mindset I might check out involving Frogan, which is one of his infamous orbiters, or is that pretty much openly spoke and said that U.S. military soldiers deserve PTSD. So yeah. Good times. Anyways, if you guys are ready, I know I am. Let's go. Hold on, I wanted to check to see if I was subscribed to Legal Mindset first.
Is now under federal investigation, and this time the penalties can be very serious. We're gonna today on the Legal Mindset. We teach you to be your own judge. I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney. Now, Hasan Piker is no stranger to controversy and potentially filming his.
Oh yeah, we already know about his rhetoric and the dog and the shot caller incident. It's like, what else is new?
Crimes live.
Kaya, please just stop.
Now, this time it's not for Collargate, but this time it's for something serious, as the Treasury Department's Office of Foreign Assets Control, or OFAC, is probing into his participation in a March 2026 activist trip to Cuba. He was part of the Nuestra America convoy, which was deemed as a humanitarian aid convoy, but involved many activists, many of which, in fact, advocate for violating U.S. law.
We're here with Morid, and he is a Palestinian currently studying for free.
Here in Palestine and Cuba, things are all too similar. Both our peoples are living the same thing because of the same enemy. I am ready to be on the battlefield for my people, to support them on the front lines.
And the alleged issue says, essentially boils down to, did he violate official U.S. sanctions in his trip to Cuba? Now, we're going to get into those very specific and very, very serious allegations. But first, I have a very important message. Recently, a jury ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. They knew their apps.
Yeah, I heard about this. Unfortunately, that's kind of like chump change. Also, I don't think that's really gonna fix anything, because you can blame social media to a fault for mental health problems. But it wasn't just social media that created mental health problems. I even seen this with Mudahar from Some Ordinary Gamers. Another huge aspect of one of those cases was basically not just social media addiction, but also the fact that the person that was suing because of it also came from a broken home. Don't get me wrong, social media addiction is a problem, almost like gambling, drinking, or anything else, but I'm just saying, what are the chances are that there's other problems? But yeah, I agree though that mental health is a serious issue. I agree that it's a serious issue with social media health as well as people's mental health. But I don't think the problem is ever going to go away.
Could contribute to anxiety, depression, and body image issues, but did not share those risks while prioritizing profits. The recent historic verdict underscores the consequences of those decisions. If you or your child spent years growing up on social media and experienced serious mental health struggles, you should hear this. Morgan & Morgan is stepping up to hold these platforms accountable for the harm they caused. You can use the link in my description or scan the QR code to take a short quiz to see if you qualify for a
Yeah, but what are the odds that this is gonna push certain things like age verification more? Or even though certain things are under legal scrutiny at the moment, especially with the
Case,
VPN ban
you
in
may be
Utah.
entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000.
Okay, so the laws that are at play here involve whether or not he was dealing in transactions that are prohibited with Cuba. So that could be financing, coordinating, or delivering goods he shouldn't have, staying at or transacting with Cuban government owned or controlled entities. There's a list of hotels that are prohibited and where you cannot stay in Cuba. There's also other things you're not supposed to be doing while you're there. And the problem with Hasan and many live streamers is that they want to openly brag about committing crimes. In fact, Hasan Piker
Yeah.
has encouraged people to commit theft.
I'm pro stealing from big corporations. Yeah, no, I'm pro piracy all the way, like across the board. We gotta get back to cool crimes like that, like bank robberies. Chaos, full chaos. Let's go. I mean, look,
So what OFAC has done here is they've requested information. So they've sought out more information to do a review of this activist trip and any particular foreign influence or sanctions evasion that might have. Now, while there are no criminal charges yet, the penalties for this can be very serious, and Hasan Piker indeed is scared.
is not great. Okay, they're after your boy. We will free you, brother.
Yeah, you can definitely tell he's crashing out hard. Although, I'm just, even though I'm just getting a kick out of watching him sweat, I don't think anything serious is gonna happen considering he comes from money, not to mention in the family, not to mention his family ties to politicians. Because one of the bigger, because I did look him up one point, and I found out that he was the nephew of a big political player over in Istanbul. So, who knows where that's gonna go.
Brother, yeah, free me. Free me. Free me. I can't believe I'm saying that.
So the potential penalties here can actually stack up. This is under the Cuban Assets Controls and Regulations Act, which is enforced via the International Emergency Economics Power Act, the IEEPA. So there's two sides to this, a civil side and a criminal side. On the civil side, the penalties can be up to $91,000 per violation.
Wow. Yeah, that's nothing to sneeze over. Almost $100,000 in violations per violation. I mean, wow.
So the issue is here, if you go on one of these trips, let's say you're out there on a long trip and you're doing multiple things, especially if you're live streaming, once again, being your own star witness, you might violate several of these provisions. So maybe you're bringing in or transacting with goods you're not supposed to bring in or you're not supposed to buy. Maybe you're staying at a hotel you're not supposed to stay at, or something that's linked to the Cuban government and prohibited. So you may have multiple transactions, so that 91K can stack up against you. And that is indeed the lowest level. But on the highest level, for willfully doing these things, for going out and saying, yep, I did it, who cares, so what, and bragging about it, which many of these influencers actually go out and do.
Yeah, because they don't know how to keep their mouths shut. They gotta basically document everything online just for clout.
You can have fines for up to $1 million on the corporate side. For most individuals, about $250,000, 250K on the individual side. But you can also face imprisonment for up to 10 years. So there is actual real.
Yeah, so Yellow Flash's info was pretty much right on the mark. As much as I would love to see that, I don't think it's ever gonna happen.
prison time that can be behind willful violations. Now, it's very clear that this has not been pressed yet, but it's still on the table. Now, in practical cases, when we look at these things, most of these violations for first timers or non egregious offenses are typically civil penalties. So those typically slap.
Well, yeah, because the only kind of repercussions he ever faced was occasional bans on Twitch. And most of the time, whenever he gets banned, it's usually when he doesn't stream. And basically when he has days off. Well, plus, I don't think he was ever investigated for animal cruelty because of the whole shock collar thing with Kaya. Even though I kind of wish he was.
Them with some sort of fine. So it might be a 10, 20, 30, 40K fine. Once again, up to 91K. These things can add up. Hasan Piker's got money, but if you hit him with a couple of these, I mean, that's a dent in his Labubu budget. Now, we're going to see where this actually
Labubu budget? Oh, man, that's hilarious.
Plays out. But where I see this happening and being a problem with Piker, whether or not he gets into any problem here, is to look at his pattern of behavior of encouraging criminality, encouraging breaking the law. It's only
considering everything that was covered in Yo Flash's video, kind of makes me wonder if I'll pursue that avenue too. I don't know. Oh, maybe. I don't know. One plus, he did call for, well, one of the worst things to happen to a U.S. senator. In fact, there was even rumors that the government wanted to deport him. However, because unfortunately, when I looked into him, how he was born in New Jersey, that technically makes him a birthright U.S. citizen. And so, yeah. But I hope they do nail him or something like this, but I doubt it. Then again, expecting anything major to come down on Hasan is like seeing him getting permanently banned from Twitch. It's despite, after what happened to Charlie Kirk, the fact that Dan Clancy was supposed to testify federally about potential terrorist elements on Twitch. And like I said in yesterday's video, I kind of wish he would get shot, but I doubt it's going to happen.
a matter of a time till somebody is motivated enough to get him on camera saying something and actually punish him. He's gotten away with many of his crimes because they've been local crimes. The local California PD is not that motivated. Many of them are probably politically aligned with Piker. So
well, yeah, because he's an LA streamer. That would make a whole lot of sense if he actually lives in LA. So, yeah. I guarantee you, though, if he was doing this stuff and he was in a country that was, in a state that was more right-leaning, he'd probably get several visits from the cops.
They might agree with him on other issues and therefore not want to prosecute him. So he's gotten away with a lot, but the feds are not necessarily going to fall into that camp. And they might look at this and say, no, this is an on-your-face violation here, and actually hold him to task. And I cannot wait till the day comes that Hasan Piker actually reaps some of what he's sown. Because once
we all do, but how far that's going to go, that'll be anybody's guess.
Again, he has openly encouraged criminality time and time again. But I want to know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will catch you on the next one.
As much as I want to see him get screwed, I don't know how bad it's gonna be. Let's be real, guys. Unless certain things happen, I don't know where that's gonna go. Anyway, that's it for me. If you liked today's video, please leave a like, drop a comment down below. Oh, and also please feel free to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get notified on when I post a new video. Or when I go live. You can also catch me on social media. I'll leave all my links along with the original video in the description below. Until next time, see you guys later.